Hello everyone, I'm Sue Larkin, the Health and Wellbeing Coordinator of Age UK Sevenoaks and Tunbridge. Some of you have already been following my videos, my 3 previous videos that I've done on strength, mobility and balance. I'm ready to do another video with you today. I hope you're ready to work some arms and shoulders, strengthen those legs. And we've got an extra little balance exercise to do today. So remember, you only do as much as you want. You can stop, you can start, you can pause me, you can go, just watch me for entertainment. I really don't mind, okay? So we're going to start off today, as usual, with our posture. Check our posture. So let's get ourselves in position. So we're going to move ourselves really to the front third of the chair, everybody. Okay, getting those backs nice and straight. So remember, if you are tired, if you find that you need to have a little bit of a rest, just move yourself back to that chair, have a little pit stop, have a little rest, or have your back up against the chair. As long as your back's nice and straight, it can be supported, or put something up against it to keep it nice and straight. Okay, so let's get ourselves in position, forward to front third of the chair, sitting upright. Legs nice hip width apart. Okay, so we're going to start mobilising those shoulders. So working on them shoulders, let's lift them up and bring them down nice and slowly. So lifting them up and bring them down. Good. And again, nice and gently lift them up. Nice deep breath. So remember, don't forget, no holding your breath. It's easy to do when you're concentrating and watching. You forget to breathe. Okay, that's no good for anyone. All right, so lift them up again. Now we're going to bring them up. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other as they go back. So you lift your shoulders up, squeeze them towards each other and go back. Nice big shrugs, nice and slowly. So those of you that struggle and suffer with arm problems, shoulder problems, arthritis, okay, the joints do hurt and they ache. Okay, so we're going to go back the other way. Now the thing is with the joints, they do like a bit of movement. Ball and socket joints, you need to move them around a bit, and it hurts to start with, so just do what you can, work with it. You might have some good days and bad days, but if we don't move them at all, then they get worse. And not only that, you start to lose strength too, because we're not working using those muscles. Okay, so now we've worked those arms a little bit. Okay, nice and slowly, good. We've got some mobility into those arms. So what we're going to do today is, I said, we're going to add a bit of strength into this as well. So that will come a bit later. Let's just get that circulation going a little bit. It has been quite warm recently. Okay, so I hope you're all drinking and hydrating yourself, because otherwise you can suffer with cramp, headaches, starting. Remember, by the time you're thirsty, you're already 2% dehydrated. So please, please do drink water. Okay, tea and coffee, that's okay, but it's not as good as drinking water too. Okay, we need to get water. So, are we ready then? So we're going to move these legs, get these feet moving, and I want to move these feet. So lift the feet up, lift the legs up. Let's get that mobilisation in those legs. Okay, lift those legs up. Right, are we ready for a bit of brain training? Arms and legs together. So are we ready to swing your arms, swing those legs? Good. So it should be opposite arm to leg moving. Okay, sometimes our brain, when we start thinking about it, wants us to do the same side. If you are doing the same leg, okay, you're then hard to get out of that. So what we want to do is touch your knees. If you touch your knees, it helps you to bring the opposite side up. Okay, that's good. Concentration, and then we can get those arms and legs working. All right, good. So a little bit more if you can. Okay, if you're getting tired, bring the arms down. Just do legs if you want to. Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to drop the arms now, just the legs, just the legs. Slow it down. So remember what I said about posture. Is that back still nice and straight? Do you need to move your back to the rest against the chair? Good, nice deep breaths. Keep breathing. Lift those knees. Now we're going slower. Bigger movements, working the muscles in these thighs as if we're going up the stairs. Those of you who maybe don't have stairs, you might live in a bungalow, You may live in a flat, you may not have stairs where you're going up and down very much. We need to work these muscles. It gets tiring, but just do what you can. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. That's 4, 3, 2, last one, slow motion. Hold that leg. Oh, is it feeling heavy? Bring it down. Another one. And bring it down. Good. Well done. Have a little rest. Good. Okay, that's quite tough. So remember, we're using lots of oxygen. When we want to get up those stairs, when we want to get up those hills, okay, we need to make sure we are allowing our bodies to catch up with ourselves. We're allowing for that oxygen to be shared around that body. So it might take a bit of time for you to catch your breath. You may find that you need to pace yourself out. Just do small bits at a time. All right, you will get stronger the more you practice. So talking of strength, the muscles in these thighs. So keeping your back straight. Remember, if you want to, move your back to the chair. Yeah, lift the leg up. All right, now ready for those leg extensions. Stretch them out. And I'm bringing my toes up. Feel the stretch in that thigh. Front of the thigh. And bring it back. Right, we're going to try again. Stretch it out. And bring it back. Now, I'm doing the same on this leg. I'm going to aim to do 10. You don't have to do 10. All right, you do 2, 3, 4. What I want you to do is I want you to just do as many as you can. All right, we're stretching that leg out. We're bringing it back. We're stretching that leg out. We're bringing it back. Now we're feeling that in that front of that thigh. Okay, so we've done quite a few now. We're going to bring that leg down, have a rest. So as I say, you're aiming for 10, but I don't want you to do 10 if you know that your legs are weak and you know you can only do 2 or 3. Do 2 or 3, but do them every day, sitting in your chair, and you will start to find that you get stronger. Other leg, lift it up, keep your backs nice and straight. Good, remember to breathe. Breathe out, stretch that leg, toes up, feel that stretch. Bring the leg back, extending it, bring it back. And again, good, and bring it back. Nice and slowly, remember deep breaths. And again, and bring it back. Stretch it out. Bring it back, starting to feel it in that thigh. Good, remember rest and stop whenever you need to. One more time. And have a little rest. Well done everyone, that's quite a tough one. And it's working on those muscles around that knee, strengthening those legs. So when we want our legs to be strong, we've got that strength. Okay, so another way of strengthening our legs, pushing our heels into the ground. So when we go to get up, when we go to get out of the chair, okay, we have been practicing in the previous videos where I've showed you the technique of getting out of the chair. So if that's what you need to do, I want you to look back on the previous videos, in my videos, the first, second videos, third video, we've been practicing technique of getting out of the chair. Now we are going to get out of the chair, we're going to go straight into that technique. Okay, so those of you that know what we've got to do, we're going to move ourselves forward in the chair. Okay, and we're going to be bringing our legs back slightly towards us. And our weight is in our heels. So what I want you to remember is when we push off from somewhere, if you push off by pressing your heels into the ground, if we lean our bodies forward and put our hands on our thighs. Okay, so by leaning forward, your body goes where your head is going. Yeah, and head at the top of the tail. So if we're going to be leaning forward, we're taking our body forwards. And that's why you need to be upright and straight when you are up walking. Okay, but for this, we want us to be leaning slightly forward. So, legs hip width apart, heels in the ground. Hands on the thighs. Okay, we're going to push the hands down onto the thighs as we lean forward. So we're going to have a count of 3 like we normally do, and we're going to see if we can come up to standing. All right, so if you find that difficult and you know you're not going to be able to stand up, I want you to practice. And the mind is a powerful tool. Visualize yourself doing it, see yourself doing it, practice, practice. And even if you can't, feel the muscles that are actually strengthening to try. So hands on the hip, on the thighs. All right, now what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little push. So lean forward, push your heels. As you lean forward, I want you to push the heels into the ground. Now, as you push the strength through legs, you push, it helps you to lift up. Lean forward and push. Lean forwards and push. I want you to just, even by practicing this, is a technique, okay? Help you to get stronger, work the muscles in these thighs, all right? So, if that is your weakness, I want you to practice. So we're going to have one push to come up standing. Are we ready, everybody? So on the count of 3, legs hip width apart, weight into the heels, hands on the thighs. Are you ready? We're going to push on the count of 3. Are you ready? So wait for it. So forward for 1 and back. And forward for 2 and back. On that third one, I want to see the biggest push and up to standing. Okay, well done everyone, and take a seat, back down again. Okay, well done. Okay, that's probably tired everybody out a little bit, so get your breath back for this moment. Okay, because it is quite tiring, as I say, you're using these muscles. So, as promised, we're going to do a bit of arm work today, a bit of arm mobility. We're also going to do a little bit of arm strength. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you want to, is to go and get a couple of baked bean cans or tin cans if you feel that you want to use a little bit of weight. Okay, so I'd like you to go and get them now for me. Okay, everyone. So, did you pause your video and go and get a couple of cans? That's good. If you're not going to use cans, if you know that you don't need the cans yet, if you're not at that stage and you just want to work mobility and strength, then that's good. Okay, so what I want you to do is, let's do a test to start off with. So what I'd like you to do is, with our arms, we're going to see if we can raise our arms up above our heads, our shoulders. Okay, now shoulders exercises work in different ways. So first of all, one of the arm exercises we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms up in front like this. Just simply, just drift them up, keeping them straight, and bring them back down. Okay, now, is that hard? Are you able to bring the arms up? So we're going to bring them up and we're going to bring them down. Some of you may find you've got one arm that's weak. You might have had a problem with the shoulder. You may have arthritis. So if you've got one arm that you find is weaker, I want you to assist it. Drift it, just hold it to where it will go. And if it will only go halfway, then allow it just to go halfway. We're going to do some exercises to show you how to help improve that in a moment. All right, so let's just do that nice and slowly. So concentrate on your weak side if you've got a weak side. Don't ignore your weak side. Okay, the problem is sometimes when we have a weakness, because it's far faster and easier to use the strong side, we do that. And then our weak side doesn't gain any strength. Okay, so let's concentrate on the weakness if we have a weak side. So that's one movement, bringing the arms up to here. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is, I'd like to see, are you able to bring your arms out to the side like this? And back down. Okay, that again, that's quite a tough exercise. Alright, so just to the side and back down. And to the side and back down. Okay, now one last one is, bring the arms in front of you and I want you to pull back. Yeah, like it's all we're rowing. So we're going to bring it towards you and we're going to bring it forward. Okay, so that's working the muscles in the arms. Okay, and we have got one where we're working through the back. Last one is where we're going to squeeze. So you see my elbows are bent, my arms are up, 90-degree angle, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other and forward. So working a little bit into the back, okay, just to feel that in the back as well. Good. Okay, so remember, bring it down if your shoulders a little move and shrug. Okay, now if you found any of those exercises were hurting too much, right, don't force yourself so that you're in pain to do them, and don't make yourself do anything that hurts. But what I want you to do is, if you're feeling it feels a little bit that you're able to take it, you can't take it, just assist it with the other arm, just slightly, and bring it down. And once we get a little bit of movement going, you might hear a bit of crunching and clicking going on. Okay, so those of you that have gone and got your cans, a little bit of weight, we're going to use the cans. Those of you that don't want to use the cans and you're going to just use your arms, that's perfect too. Okay, so we're ready. So, got my cans. Okay, so each one is probably, what, 400 grams here, so that's not a lot, I know. So, we're just going to use a little bit of resistance. Alright, now it might feel that you might find that you're doing it and you feel, well, this is a bit heavy. So if that happens, please do just put them down and do it without and build up. Alright, so we're going to start off first of all with our arms in front, and we're going to push those cans in front of us. And I want to pull them back. So remember, you're going to breathe out and you're going to bring them back. We're going to breathe out and we're going to bring them back. And push out. Slow and controlled. Slow and controlled. Good. Push out. Bring them back. So I'm keeping in front, bringing the elbows into the side. So push out in front and bring them back. Okay, and have a little rest. Shrug those shoulders, shrug those arms. Give those feet a little pump. Okay, always good to move your feet a little bit. When we're sitting still too long, the blood starts to pull down to the feet. So let's just give them feet a little bit, wake the feet up, wake the circulation up. Okay, and if you are starting to get puffy ankles in this weather, remember, puffy ankles is circulation, the blood's pooling. So keep that circulation going and elevate those legs. Alright, okay, so are we ready for the next exercise for our arms? So this is the one, okay, with this one, we're going to bring our arms up here. Elbows bent, and we're going to have a little go. Oh, that's it. Back and in, and back and in. Good. So we don't need to go too far forward. Squeeze back and in. Squeeze back and in, and back. One more. And bring it down. Give our shoulders a move. Okay, so we're going to try the one with our arms at the front. Now this one, just let your arms dangle down by your sides. Okay, nice deep breaths. And we're going to see if we can bring our arms up and bring them control on the way down. You bring them up and control on the way down. And this is the one you might find a bit difficult. And back down. Breathe out. So remember, you don't have to do all of them. You stop when you need to. Deep breaths and back down. And again. And back down. And again. And slowly. So on the way down, we want that control. Don't let your arms take over on that swing. So slowly, remember, slowly. And bring it up. And back down. Good. Have a little rest. Good. How are the arms feeling? Are the shoulders all right? And they need a little bit of a shrug around. Okay. So what we're going to do is we'll give those arms a little bit of a rest. So you can put your cans down now, everyone. Well done. Got your lunch ready. Okay. So now we've mobilised those arms and shoulders, we are going to do a little bit of strength work. We do tend to find that the back of the arm is weaker than the front of the arm. Okay, so we are going to do a bit of strengthening on the back of those arms. Remember, anything where we push away from us will work the back of our arm. Anything where we pull towards us will work the front. Okay, so when we're lifting and pulling and picking things up, our arms are working the front of our muscles, and we tend to do that more than anything. So that's why when we go to use our back of our arms, we find it very difficult. Okay, so we're going to do an exercise to strengthen those up as well. But I think we'll give arms just a little rest. Let's work on some balance, everyone. So when you're ready, we're going to come up to standing using your technique. So remember, if you haven't quite mastered the getting up to sit, from sitting to stand without using your arms, you are allowed to use an arm if you find you can't get out of the chair. All right, but practice makes perfect. Believe me, if you keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, the body adapts and gets stronger. Okay, the whole reason why you got weaker is because you've been doing less of it, and then we can't do it. Okay, so we need to reverse that. All right, everybody, so are we ready in position? because we're going to stand up. So get yourself in position, legs hip width apart. Remember, we were pushing your body weight in the heels. Get those heels ready. Hands on the thighs on the count of 3. So push forward for 1, back, hands on the thighs, push, biggest push, come on and push. And up to standing. Right, everybody, now we're up, position to stand. As you can see, what I've done is I have changed my chair around so it's facing the other direction. Okay, so we're going to be working on some balance. Make sure if you did bring your cans out or put anything out that there isn't anything on the floor around you that you're going to stand on or step on, that there is a nice safe space. If there is, then please do move it. So remember, these balance exercises you can do as much or as little as you want. You can go and have a sit down and a rest whenever you feel you need to. Okay, so balance is very important to us, and we don't realise how much we're losing our balance until maybe we start to fall over. So we're going to have work strengthening that balance again today, as I have in my previous videos, but we're going to add a few extra bits in today. So remember, very important is how we are standing and our head, where we're looking. So when we're balanced, we want a nice wide base. So when you're standing up, legs hip width apart, that gives you the wide base for your balance. Okay, so you can try it if you want. Bring the legs in. Okay, feet together, knees together. How does that feel? Okay, do you feel okay? All right, if you do, then that's good. All right, but then try bringing the legs out wider, which makes you feel more stable. If you bend the knees a little bit, so it gives you a little bit of more stability. So if you find you're out somewhere and you're a little bit unsure, bring the legs out a little bit wider. Okay, that will give you that little bit of extra balance. So we're going to have a practice strengthening through those calf muscles. Okay, working up through those ankles. We're going to go up onto our toes, everyone. So I've got the chair in front of me, which is there if I need it. Hands are going to be resting on the back of the chair here if I want to. Now, if we feel we want to, we're just going to rest the fingertips. Okay, I don't want any leaning and clutching on, holding on like white knuckle ride. Okay, and look at my body up towards the chair, close to the chair. Okay, so fingertips there, eyes important, head looking up, eyes looking in front. So pick that spot, find something to look at that's not going to move, and I want you to focus on that. All right, so you're going to focus on your spot. So you might want to have your chair facing towards me so you can focus. So hands on there. Now we're going to go up. So you see, I'm up onto my toes. Yeah, keep your head still and back down slowly. So if you can, you see, rest the fingertips. If you get strong enough, if you feel confident enough, we can practice 1 or 2. We'll take the fingers away. I don't want anyone to fall over. You must feel safe. So if you feel safe just having the fingers there, even if it's just a little tip. Okay, so we're going up, hold it, and down. Okay, we're going to see if we can hold it up, hold it, and down. Now, are you all breathing or are you holding your breath? Hold means hold the posture. Don't hold your breath. And down. Good. And again, go up onto the toes, up high, and down. And up, and down. And again, going up and down. One last time, everyone. Up and down. Well done. Good. Okay, so we are going to have a little practice today. Let's see if we can balance on one leg. Again, that is a tough thing to do. It's quite hard. Comes with practice, and I don't want anyone falling over, so you only do what you can. So again, the chair is in front of you, hold it there. So get yourself in position, focus. So what I want to do is 1 foot. So you're going to take 1 foot off the floor, anyone you want. Rest the toe, tip of the toe, hold it, fingers resting. Okay, now what I want you to do is, are you able with fingers resting? Can you take your hands away with just the toes resting there? Does that feel unbalanced? Are you okay? Keep your head. Okay, you put your fingers back. Let's try just a little lift off the floor. It might only be for 2 seconds. Yeah? Lift it up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. If you find that hard, then what I want you to do is aim for, see if you can count up to 10. Alright? Nice and slowly. balancing, eyes looking in front. You might need to put your foot down a few times, but I remember balance. Practice makes perfect, and you will find one leg easier than the other. So find which leg is the one you're finding least easiest to balance on. Right, so eyes in front, focus, don't hold your breath. Practice just a toe on the floor, lift the foot off the floor and back down if you can. Hold it for a bit longer, and then you'll find the more you practice this, the more you can do it. Count, if you ever count, I count in elephants because it's seconds, so I go 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, okay? So see if you can get yourself right the way up, see how many you can do. And it doesn't matter if you're only doing 1 or 2, okay? Just a few seconds, okay? Holding it. Practice makes perfect. All right, now one last balance exercise. Okay, now this last balance exercise is the toughest. It's a hard one to do. So what I want you to do is just make sure you're safe when you do this one. You're standing sideways, so we're going to stand sideways to your chair. All right, now, eyes looking up in front. So I want you to just watch what I'm going to do first before you try it. So we're going to take the leg on the outside. Okay, so just watching for a minute, just watch. Leg on the outside, and I'm putting my heel of my foot to my toe. Right, I'm putting the heel of my foot to my toe. So outside leg, heel to my toe. Yeah? Now the heel goes to the toe, and I hold that. Now I'm close to the chair, but you can see I'm not leaning. I'm not like this, turn over. I want upright. Fingertips, and only if you're confident, you can take your hand away, but my head is looking up and in front. If you start to look down at the floor, you will find that you will start to go forward. So don't watch your feet. Right, and bring it back. So we're going to try it together now. Are you ready, everyone? Outside leg, slide it along, heel to the toe. Hold that position. I'm watching you. Okay, so hold that position, don't hold your breath. Good, bit wobbly. Now you're going to feel those ankles working. That's why we need strong ankles. Now bring the feet back in together and have a rest. Now if you found that difficult, don't do the whole foot heel to toe, half a foot, just bring half the foot, so that half of my foot is in front. Let me show you the other side. So we're going to turn around. We're going to do the other leg. Okay, so outside leg. So my leg on the outside, my head's looking up, leg on the outside, heel comes round to the toe. Body nice and straight. Hold on. This is a difficult exercise, one of the hardest balance exercises to do. So if you're wobbly, then that's fine, it's normal. But the more you practice this one, and then bring the foot back and turn yourself back to the front of the chair. Okay, you've worked very hard on the balance. We're going to just do a little bit on leg strength, last bit on leg strength, on pushing ourselves up. So if you've got your knees hurt for this one, you might be better off concentrating a bit more on the ones where we extend the leg out in front of you, like we did earlier, the exercise that we did. Now that worked the area around the thighs, but we're going to do one now, legs hip width apart, where we're going to squat down. So legs hip width apart. Now remember the weight goes into your heels, not your toes, because that will affect your knees more. So you're going to push your bottoms out. All right, so hold on to your chair, eyes looking in front, head in front, don't hold your breath. Nice wide legs, heels now. Imagine you're going to sit on that chair, but you're sticking your bottom out. So slowly you go down just to where you can. Some of you might be able to go lower than others. You go down, you sit on your chair, and you push up. Now this is a really good one. If you've got osteoporosis, okay, or osteoporosis, strength exercise. So what we're doing, we're strengthening those legs. We've got to push our body weight back up. And again, this is one of the toughest exercises. So if you get out of breath, you can only do 1 or 2. you stop when you've done enough. Okay, so again, our aim is just to do for you. If you can only do 3, that's fine. Okay, nice and slowly. We go down, breathe out, come back up. Go down, breathe out, come back up. Going down, come back up. Slowly push that weight. Come on, use those heels. Push. It's hard on those legs, but it's making them stronger. Okay, this is how we get our body strong again. It is hard, but if you make it stronger, it will be worth the while. Okay, and push all the way up. Well done, everybody. Brilliant job. Okay, I think you'll deserve a sit back down in your seat. So let's get you safely back into your chair. Well done, everybody. That was tough work today. We've worked very hard. So we've mobilised the shoulders, we've strengthened our arms, we've strengthened our legs. We've done some brilliant balance work today. We've worked very hard. I think as the videos have gone on, I have slowly, sneakily made them a little bit tougher. So well done today. So that just leaves us to stretch out these muscles that have worked so hard, okay, because we don't want them getting tight. So remember, as well as mobilising them, we need to give them a stretch. So I want you all to take a nice deep breath in, breathe out, stretch the arm up if you can, and then you're going to bring it down if you feel you can. Okay, and bring it down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to try the other arm. Bring it up, stretch it up, bring it down, stretch it back. Now don't worry if your arm won't go all the way back. Don't worry if it comes to here. You just bring it to where you can, but assist it. If you've got one bad arm, then assist it and help it and just do what it will let you do. Okay? But even the smallest of things is better than that. So shrug them shoulders. Worked hard those arms today. All right, are we ready to stretch out this leg then? Okay, so let's give this leg a stretch. So remember, stretching all through the back of this leg. So leg out nice and straight. Well, remember my toes are up. So you bring your leg out, rest the leg on the floor, toes up. Lean forward, slowly, slowly. So remember, as I'm leaning forward, my hands are resting on the bent leg. My toes are up. You feel that. First of all, as you bring your toes up, you'll feel it in the back of that leg, in the calf muscle. So you should give your calf a good stretch. Now, as we lower down, we go forward, keeping our back straight. Back straight. Lower it just to where you can and keep the toe up. Hold that there. Feel that stretch. And come back up. Lovely. Let's do the other side. Leg out, toes up. Deep breaths. Don't forget to breathe when we stretch. Feel that stretch in that calf. So remember, bringing the toes up. And slowly, slowly going down. And hold that position. So remember, keeping those ankles mobile as well. I hope you're all still doing those circle movements with your ankles. Okay, watch those previous videos for ankle mobility, circles with your ankles and wrists. Okay, so if you want to work on those wrists as well, remember to keep them wrists moving. Watch my other videos. So we're going to just have a little bit of relaxation now. So I want you to sit yourself back into your seat. Take a nice deep breath in. And a long breath all the way out. Good. Just allow your body to relax. Let your back relax into the chair. Nice, deep, calm breathing. So remember, if you are someone that suffers with anxiety, with stress, your body listens to how you're breathing and reacts to it. So let's take long breaths out. Allow yourself to relax on the out breath. And allow that calmness to flow through your whole body. It's good to give yourself a few moments through the day. Just a bit of peace and calm. Just to allow yourself to relax. Lowering the blood pressure, lowering the heart rate. Feeling that sense of calm going through you. That's good. Okay, so you can just allow that to flow down to the feet. If you want to shut your eyes, you can. Shut the world out for a while. Take a deep breath in. Let it flow. Push all the air out. Nice long deep breaths. And I want you to carry on doing those long deep breaths, making the out breath slightly longer than the in breath. That sense of calmness flowing through you. Your mind as still as a lake. Just allow it to flow through your whole body. As you breathe in, breathe that calmness in, and as you breathe out and relax a bit deeper into that chair. Let your back relax down, let your legs relax down to the floor. All the way through, every single part of your body, from the head all the way down to the feet. Just a few moments of peace and a few moments of calm, and enjoy it. Take yourself off somewhere peaceful. Maybe you're listening to waves on the shore, watching the sunset, or just having that peace and calm around you. And enjoy it. Breathe it in, feed it flow through every muscle, and make it feel stronger inside you, like a light that's turned on, that's calming and healing your body. And you can come back to your calm place whenever you need that. It's your place. But I'm afraid I'm bringing you back. Thank you everybody for listening to me. The website of Age UK will come up on the bottom, as well as if you want to follow me on Twitter, pop up Sue1. It's Age UK, Sevenoaks and Tunbridge.org.uk. I hope you found it useful. Thank you everyone for following me. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.